Hey everybody, welcome to Wrigley Field for another Manic Monday, and I'm not 100% sure, but I'm kind of leaning this way that this is the final Manic Monday game in the series, as we've completed now 2 rounds through all the different games, and this is History Maker Baseball making its second appearance. Remember the first time they were on Manic Monday, Chris Sale and the Red Sox defeated the Mariners, and in this one we're playing an August 12th game, 2018, at Wrigley Field between the Washington Nationals and the Chicago Cubs. And for Nationals fans, this is kind of one that will stick in their craw for a while. They had a lead going into the 9th, and then David Bote hit a pinch hit grand slam off of Ryan Madson. I believe it was a pinch hit. I'm pretty sure it was a pinch hit. But it was a walk-off grand slam that or it may have been the 8th. Like I said, I don't remember for sure, but he hit a grand slam. I do know that, and I thought it was a walk-off, but my mind is slipping right now. But anyway, it was one that they got it off of Ryan Madson, and Bote went deep, and that kind of sealed the fate of the Nationals for the 2018. Any thoughts that they had of trying to make a wild card run ended abruptly right there. So we're replaying this game from August the 12th. And we'll look at the 2 starting pitchers. It's a marquee matchup as Cole Hamels will be going for the Cubs and Max Scherzer going for the Nationals. Now for Hamels, this is his Wrigley Field debut with the Cubs. He did pitch for him in Wrigley with the Phillies, but this is his first home start as a Cub. So he will be ready to go. The way I've got it set up here, I kind of like the way I did it last time with the Chris Sale game. The score sheet is off the page, so I can get the game book in there and all the players and everything. But I want to keep everybody abreast of the situation as far as runs and so forth. So, and also the innings. So I'm using my little the little ticket things from Strat, the little 1 through 20s. And when it's the top of the first, it'll look like that. When it's the bottom of the first, I'll flip it over. And then for the outs, we've got the D10s again to register the outs. And for the score, I'm going to use a blue die for the Cubs and a red die for the Nationals. So if it's 1-1, that's what it'll look like. Right now it's 0-0, so nothing will go there. As soon as somebody scores, the red or blue die will appear depending on who scores first. Let's go through the lineups very quickly, and we will start out with Trey Turner leading off at short. Juan Soto in left field will hit second. Bryce Harper is Soto's in left field hitting second. Harper's in right field hitting third. Zimmerman's batting cleanup at first base. Daniel Murphy, right before he got traded to the Cubs, is still with the Nationals, and he's hitting fifth and playing second base. Anthony Rendon gets the day off, so Mark Reynolds will take at third base. Michael Taylor, center field, will bat seventh. Matt Wieters, the catcher, will hit eighth. And Max Scherzer, the pitcher, will bat ninth. We'll do the Cubs lineup when they come up in the bottom of the first. So I'm trying to set this up so you can see the game book as well as both the pitcher and batter. Umpires are up here. Umpires for the game: Bruce Dreckman's at home, Todd Tichenor is at first, Bill Miller's at second, and Gary Cederstrom is at third. I'm going to roll everything on the book here. And to make a note here, I looked at the previous game, which Washington won and Chicago lost. So actually what I need to do, that I forgot to do, and I don't know how I forgot it, but I did, and that is do the game day check. But it's probably a good thing to see it for those that aren't familiar with it. We do the game day check to check on team chemistry for each team, and that's based on the previous day's events. So in the previous game, the Nationals beat the Cubs, so we're going to roll 1d6, and if it's a 1, then that means the Nationals are by default harmonious, and they'll roll off the Sunny chart. If we roll higher than a 1, then we go to the decider die for a mood finder. So if this is a 1, they're harmonious. They are not. So we're going to use the mood finder in the form of a question. Are the Nationals ready to win tonight or today? No, they're not. So they are semi-dissonant. So we'll put the dissonant on the score sheet with semi, and we'll be rolling off of the Stormy chart. So let's see what we get. It's a 6. Now that's an injury thing, so I'm not going to mess with injuries in this game because it's as played. So we're just going to rule them semi-dissonant and move on. Now we go to the Cubs. They lost their last game, so if you roll a 1, they'll be dissonant. And anything else, we go to the Mood Finder. Okay, Mood Finder time. Are the Cubs ready to win tonight? Yes, they are. So they're going to be off the sunny chart, and they are semi-harmonious. So let's go to the sunny chart and roll for the Cubbies. We get a 3, and a 3 is the team trainer. So let's see what happens on the team trainer. We get a 4. So a 4 on the team trainer says perk with reserve non-pitcher. So somebody off the bench is going to get a perk. Let's see who it is. It's a 4. And let's see here. It is a, whoops, over here. Non-pitcher. So which non-pitcher? It's a 4. That means it's an infielder. Major perk for an infielder. Reserve infielder. See what the major perk is. The major perk non-pitcher, that's a 2, means he's hot till further notice. So let's see who's on the bench for the Cubs as an infielder. And wouldn't you know it, you got David Bodie. So Bodie is hot until further notice, but in this game it's just, we're only doing a one-off, so it's just for this game only. He will be hot, but we'll put that notation on the score sheet. So if he comes up to pinch hit and it calls for a right now check, he will be hot. All right, going off the previous game's results. Juan Soto is the designated cold player for having a bad game last game. Zimmerman had a great game, so he's hot. For the Cubs, Baez is the cold batter and Russell is the hot batter. All that based on previous day's events. All right, so here we go. Cole Hamels, he's a workman flash with semi-control facing Trey Turner, and perhaps the final Manic Monday is underway. We get a 1-2-4. That's the control check. He's got semi-control, but the desired eye is a blank, so we skip that. Is the batter eager? No, Turner is not eager, so he's going to walk. And it says active steals. Now he's semi-active, so we're going to have to roll this again because it was used already. Once you use the desired eye for the pitcher, you have to re-roll it again for the batter. And he is active this time, so he will steal. So it's a walk and a steal to Trey Turner. And the Nationals off to a rousing start. Leadoff man at second base, and I'll use those pawns for base runners so you can know where the base running situation is. And the out situation, of course, is none. So let's put this over here. You can see it better. Zero outs. All right, here's Juan Soto. I don't know if all these things are helping or not, but I figured I'd try it. 1-1-3. 1-1-3, ace or dynamic? No, he's not an ace or dynamic. Is he a slugger? He's a semi-slugger, but the desired eye is blank. So then it says he's going to single to center. Unless he is a sad sack or a home run king. He's a semi-home run king, but we keep the same desired eye result because we're on the same batter. We're not switching players. So he is going to get a single. And we'll check base runner advancement. On a lead die of 1, runners advance 1 base on hits, 2 bases on double. Active runner scores from second on any base hit. So we now have to see if Trey Turner is going to be active. So we'll roll this again. He is, so he will score. So Trey Turner scores from second, and just like that, the Nationals take a 1-0 lead, and out come the red dice to tell you that the Nationals have a 1-0 lead. With Juan Soto at second, at first with nobody out. Here's Bryce Harper. We get a 3-3-4. 3-3-4, ace or star? No. Is he a sad sack? He is not a sad sack. So he will single to left unless he's eager. He's actually patient. So that's a single to left field, and on a lead die of 3, that is going to be a 2-base advancement. So Soto will go to third. So all of a sudden, you got runners at the corners, still nobody out, and now with that third straight hit, Hamels has now become a semi-struggler. Here's Zimmerman, infield of double play depth. They want to turn 2 and get out of this. Double control, that's not going to work. That's a walk. He only has semi-control. Decided I gave him full control, but you have to have double control or it's a walk. So now the bases are loaded, and Hamels is a full struggler right now until he records an out. Here's Murphy, bases loaded, nobody out, 1 run already in. 3-5-6, that's a left-right split. It's a lefty versus a lefty, so that's a Circle K strikeout. So that's where that split doesn't come up very often, but when it does, it can really impact the game, and it did right there. So Cole Hamels records the out. Now there's 1 away. Base is still loaded. 1-0 Nationals in top of the first. Here's Reynolds. 134. 134. Gold catcher. Contreras is not gold. He's neutral. Is he a champion? The batter is not. Reynolds is not a champion. So we have outfield drama. So we're going to the outfield drama chart for the Cubs. And in their outfield, Hayward is semi-gold. Almora is gold. And believe it or not, Schwarber is even considered gold. I'm not sure how that happened, but whatever. So if we get to the sire die, all three outfielders will be gold. No, we don't. So the only one not gold is Hayward. So we get a 3-3. Left fielder gold, yes. Schwarber is gold. I don't know how he got that rating, but he did. It says quick retrieval of solid single, holds batter to first. Otherwise, it's a fumble pickup. So it's a single. It's a single, but with a lead die of 3, that is a 2-base advancement for the runners. So it's a 2-run single for Mark Reynolds. And they will add to their lead. It's now 3-0. And Zimmerman will go to third. So runners are now at the corners, but it is now 3-0 Nationals. Still only 1 out. Hamill's no longer struggling because he got that strikeout previously, but now he's in dire straits again, down 3-0 with the runners at the corners and 1 out. Here's Michael A. Taylor. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? No, he's not a struggler because he got that strikeout. Is the batter patient? No, he's not patient. So he's going to ground to third unless he's a whiffer. He is a whiffer, so he strikes out. But actually, that's a bad break for the Cubs because a ground ball out would have been a double play, but the strikeout keeps it at 2 outs and keeps runners at the corners. And we get to the number 8 hitter in the order, Matt Wieters. So Matt Wieters, chance to still do some damage. 1-1-6, is he fresh? Yes, it's a strikeout. So Hamill strikes out the side, but in between gives up 3 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks. And at the end of a half an inning, it is the Nationals 3 and the Cubs coming to bat. So Hamill's digging himself a little hole here. And Max Scherzer on the bump. And Scherzer is a semi-ace, double flash, and control, and we'll read through the starting lineup for the Cubs. Leading off at first base is Anthony Rizzo. Javi Baez is at second base. I'm sorry, playing third base today as Chris Bryant is injured. So he's at third, batting second. Zobrist is at second, batting third. A little bit of a twister there. Jason Hayward, the cleanup man in right. Almora is in center, hitting fifth. Kyle Schwarber, yep, he's showing gold. Don't know how, but he's showing gold. And he's going to hit seventh. Contreras, the catcher, hits eighth, and then, hits seventh. The pitcher, Hamels, hits eighth, and then Addison Russell bats ninth. So a little bit of a quirk there from the genius Joe Madden. So here we go, 3-0. Cubs got their work cut out for them. Here's Rizzo to lead things off against Scherzer. 3-4-6. Blank for the pitcher. Is he eager? No, he's not. So it's a leadoff walk. So not the way you want to go there. The leadoff walk. It says active steals, but he's semi-stoic. But it is in purple, so we're going to the chemistry chart. So chemistry chart time. Semi-harmonious Cubs, semi-dissonant Nationals. Now they're both neutral. 1-2 on the neutral. Batting team distance, no. If they were, it'd be a strikeout. Otherwise, it's a fence check for Javi Baez. So we got a fence check here. He's a semi-slugger and a semi-home run king, so we have to decide which one we want to go with. Well, I think the obvious choice is home run king, so we're going to try for the home run king. But if it comes up blank on the side or die, then he's on the other. Yep, he's on the other, but it's still going to be a triple as a number 5 there. That is a triple. So it is a 1-out triple for Javi Baez, and all of a sudden, a game that you would thought had a marquee pitching matchup is turned into a slugfest early on. It is now 3-1 in favor of the Nationals, but the Cubs are coming strong as Javi Baez gets the triple, and that'll bring up Ben Zobrist. Infield playing back. They want to get the out. 1-2-2. 1-2-2. Is he a workman? No, he's not. Champion or whiffer? No, he's not. It's a line out to third, and there's one away. And they were very thankful the decider die was a blank, because had that been a dot, then the runner on third would have been caught napping for a line drive double play. But thank goodness for the Cubs that didn't happen for them. There is now one away for Jason Hayward. Now the infield, well, you know what, they're still going to lay back. 2-2-4, pitching at home. No, he's on the road. Is he a slugger? No, he's not. It's a single to right field, and that's going to bring home the run from third regardless. It's now 3-2 ball game. Just like that, 3-2. It says if he's active, he steals, but he's semi-stoic, but it is in blue, so we're going to the right now chart for Almora's at bat. Scherzer is semi-cold for giving up the hit, and Almora is neutral because he hasn't hit yet. So Scherzer will be cold. 1-3. Cold pitcher, yes. Hanging pitch smacked into center field for a single. So Scherzer off to a rough start as well. 2 on. Still only 1 out. 3-2 ball game here in the top of the, or bottom of the first rather, for Kyle Schwarber. Scherzer looking for the double play ball. 155. Is he a home run king? He's a semi-home run king. Desiree says he's a home run king. That is a 3-run homer for Kyle Schwarber. And the Cubs have come all the way back. They've scored 5 runs here in the first off of Scherzer. Talk about Manic Monday here. I didn't think I was going to need more than 2 dice or D20 for the score, because I thought 6 might be enough with this pitching matchup, but we're slowly approaching. We've got 5 already. So we clear the bases with that homer. And now Scherzer is a struggler. Is Contreras. 4-4-6. Is he a star? No, he's not. He's a semi-ace. Is Sad Sack utility or patient? He's neither one. So it's a single to right field for Contreras. And the beat goes on. And that's going to bring up the pitching spot, Cole Hamels, and he's going to bunt, obviously. Or maybe not so obviously. 6, that's trouble on a bunt, so we're going to check the bunt chart. 6 and a 3, so I need to pull the old bunt chart out. Don't usually bunt, so I didn't have it in front of me, but obviously I can pull that out very quickly based on the game board situation. So let's find that amongst my other charts. Here we go. Okay, so when you bunt, if you roll a 6 the first time, you roll again and check what's going on here. We get a 3. The 3 says pop out, runners hold. So it's a pop out, and it doesn't really matter where it goes. We'll say pops up to the catcher for out number 2. But the runners are going to hold, so nobody gets doubled off or anything like that. It's simply an out. And now the 9th man to bat in the order, Addison Russell, steps up. 1-3-6. Is he an ace? No, he's not. Whiffer or cold? He's a semi-whiffer. We have to roll to see if he is a whiffer. And he is not. So we go to infield drama for the Nationals. And in the infield, Murphy's iron. Reynolds is semi-iron. So could be some rough fielding here. 3-6 on the infield drama. Third baseman gold. No, Reynolds is not gold. He's actually semi-iron. So since he's not gold, it's going to be safe at first on an error. So it's an E5 on Mark Reynolds. That will put Contreras at second base with Russell at first. They have now batted around as we're back to the top of the order. And Anthony Rizzo. I wonder how much longer Scherzer can go. Dave Martinez doesn't want to use his bullpen this early, but he might have to. 2-4-6. Control. Yes, he's got control. It's a ground out back to Scherzer, and the inning's over. But the Cubs put up 5 in the first as they answer the Nationals' 3 spot in the first. And after 1 complete, it is Chicago 5 and Washington 3. And we go to the top of the second. But Hamels has to be careful as well. He wasn't exactly on his A game in the first, so he just got some good run support. All right, so clear the bases, top of the second. And Scherzer's the scheduled batter, now that I think about it, because they did send 8 men to the plate, so they're going to go and let Scherzer hit. It's a 1-5-5. He is not a home run king, so he will fly to center. And that's 1 away. So 1 down. And that's going to send up top of the order in Trey Turner. 3-5-6, that's a left-right split. Turner gets the base hit. So in the first left-right split, Murphy struck out, but since Turner's a righty, he gets the hit. Circle that single. It's the second time that's come up. So he's aboard with 1 out for Juan Soto. 3-4-6. Blank for the pitcher. Is he eager? He is semi-patient, so he will walk. So that puts 2 runners on with only 1 out. And back come the Nationals. I may need a D20 to keep track of the score the way this is going. Here's Bryce Harper. Singled in the first. 1-3-6. He's not an ace. Is he whiffer or cold? He's a semi-whiffer, but the side or die says no. So we're going to infield drama for the Cubs. And in the Cubs infield, we got Rizzo as gold, Zobrist is semi-gold. And Baez and Russell are neutral. We get a 2-5, which is second baseman iron. No, he's semi-gold. Actually, he's gold now. So 2-5, he's not iron, so it will be a routine ground out. And with a lead die of 2, that is a fielder's choice. So we get a 4-6 force play. Harper reaches, and Turner goes to third. Soto's out at second. So they're now 2 away with runners at the corners. And that'll bring up the cleanup man, Ryan Zimmerman, with a chance to get his team right back in the game. Well, they're in the game, but I mean to actually give them the lead. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Hamels to Zimmerman. 2-3-6, that's double control. That's another walk. So that's going to load the bases. Bases are loaded for Daniel Murphy. Murphy got struck out on that left-right split last time. 1-3-6, he's not an ace. Is he whiffer or cold? He is semi-cold because he struck out last time. The side or die says he's cold, so he's going to strike out again. And that's going to end the inning. A big strikeout there for Hamels to end that threat. And wipe them off the board. Nothing doing for the Nats here in the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second. Still 5-3 in favor of the Cubbies. So Hamels. And you got to wonder how Scherzer's going to react to that rough inning after giving up 5 runs in the first. Let's see how he does here facing Baez. 1-1-2 as he got flash. He's got double flash. So not only will Baez strike out, but Zobrist will strike out. So Scherzer coming back with a vengeance here in the second inning. Back-to-back strikeouts. And very quickly 2 away for Jason Hayward. Still 5-3 Cubs. 3-4-6. Blank, is he eager? No, he's not. It's a walk to Hayward. So 2-out walk to Jason Hayward. And we're going to the chemistry chart because that was in purple. And it's semi-dissonant Nationals against semi-harmonious Cubs. 4-4. Pitching team dissonance. Yes, they are. Decided I make some dissonant. Outfielder loses track of ball, rolls in the corner for a double, and that will score the run on a lead die of 4. So probably Harper out there daydreaming, and that will allow the run to score. It is now 6-3. Favor of the Cubs on that double by Almora. Actually, should have been caught, but it wasn't. So 6-3 Cubs, and here's Schwarber. Homered his last trip. 2-3-6 is double control. Scherzer does not have that. He's got control, so he will walk, and now he's a semi-struggler. And he's about ready to be removed from the game as the bullpen is just about ready to come in. Going to give him one more batter, see if he can get through Contreras. 2-3-6, no, he can't. It's another walk on that double control, so it has now gone to the pitcher Hamels. So I guess they'll let him pitch to Hamels, and that'll be it. So Hamels will get the chance, and he popped to the catcher his last trip. So trying to get out of this is Scherzer. 1-2-4. Does he have control? Yes, he does. It's a ground ball to short, and the inning is over. So all of that, and the Cubs just get the 1 run. It could have been a lot worse. At the end of 2, it is the Cubs 6 and the Nationals 3. And you don't know how much longer Scherzer's going to last in this game. It's very unusual for him, and Dave Martinez was not thinking that he would have to go to the bullpen this early. Certainly not prepared for that, but you know, the way things are going, he may have to just to get something different in there. All right, so Mark Reynolds will lead things off here in the top of the third. 6-3 Cubs. Last inning of full freshness for Cole Hamels. 2-5-6. 2-5-6, is he a struggler? No. Champion or patient? No. It's an infield drama check for the Cubs. So infield drama we go for the Cubbies. 4-6. Shortstop gold. No, Russell is neutral. He's not gold. So therefore it's an error. So it's an E6 on Addison Russell. E6, and that will put Reynolds at first. Nobody out. And that will send up Michael A. Taylor. As soon as I find out what happened to my decide or die, oh, you know what? I rolled the book on it. That's what I did. All right, here's Taylor. 3, 4, 6. Blank for the pitcher. Is he eager? No, he's not, so he will walk. So Michael Taylor walks, and it's also in purple, so we're going to the chemistry chart for Matt Wieters. And again, nothing's changed. Semi-dissonant Nationals against semi-harmonious Cubs. Here's Wieters. 3-3, and they're both neutral. Pitching team dissonance, no. So it's a ground out to first, and on a lead die of 3 on a ground out, it's a fielder's choice. So let's see here. Ground out to first. It doesn't say who it went to. So we're just going to say it's a 3 unassisted. How about that? Oh, no, it's a fielder's choice, so it'd be a 3-6. Fielder's choice. Reynolds goes to third. Runners at the corners now with 1 away. And Scherzer's at bat is coming up, so they're going to pinch hit for him. They don't have any choice. They can't go on with all this stuff here. So Anthony Rendon's going to pinch hit in a big spot very early on. I'm sure Anthony Rendon was not looking to pinch hit here in the 3rd inning. But Dave Martinez really has no choice in the matter. He's got runners on base and only 1 out, so you got to try to strike while the iron's hot. So Rendon pinch hitting against Hamels. 2-3-6 is at double control. He doesn't have it. It's a walk, so that's going to load the bases. So it's a bases loaded situation for the Nationals with Trey Turner coming up. And now Hamels in a bit of trouble. 3-3-6. Is he an ace? Nope. Is he sad sack, utility, or patient? Turner's none of that. He will single to center field. That's a 2-run single for Turner. And boy, the scoreboard's lighting up out here. 2 more runs will score. Rendon will go to third. So it's a 6-5 ball game now. And now you wonder how much longer Cole Hamels can go. Still only 1 out for Juan Soto. Cubs bullpen is losing. Hamels did make the last out last inning, so he's not scheduled to bat for a while. So bullpen activity hot and heavy. 2-3-6, another double control. They're just getting bit by this double control roll, and it's not helping them. And the bases are now loaded. He is now a full struggler, is Hamels, facing Harper. And you wonder if this is his last batter, Harper. This is it, lefty on lefty, this is his last at bat. Carl Edwards is already loose and ready to come in to face Zimmerman. So Hamels, an early exit as well. 2-2-5. Is he a star? No, he's not. Slugger or sad sack? Harper is a slugger, so he's going to pop to right. He's also a semi-whiffer. He'd strike out, but instead, side dies blank. So it's a pop out to right field, and the runner is going to have to hold. It says active runner scores from third on a fly out. The runner on third, Rendon, is not active, so he's actually stoic. So it's a fly out to right field for 2 down. That's going to do it for Hamels. He is out of there. He will be lifted as Zimmerman comes in or up to the plate with the bases still loaded and 2 outs, and Hamels is out of there for Carl Edwards. So an ugly game for both starting pitchers, and who would have thunk that? But that's the way the dice go. So Carl Edwards is in to try to get out of this bases loaded 2-out jam. He will be he's already a semi-ace. He'll be an ace and a half now as he gains the ace quality for coming in mid-inning. So here's Zimmerman in a big spot. 2-5-6. Is he a struggler? No. Is he champion or patient? He's neither one. So we got infield drama once again for the Cubs. And that can determine a lot right here. 4-6 on the infield drama. Shortstop gold. No, he's not. It's another error. Another error on Addison Russell. And that's going to be a 1-base error that keeps the bases loaded, brings the run in. It is now 6-6 as Rendon scores an unearned run. So Rendon scores and the bases are still loaded. And that will send up Daniel Murphy. Bases are loaded. Let's check the error result. It is in red, so we're going to the experience chart. So experience chart, Edwards is a neutral, Murphy's an icon. See what happens with that. 3-5, icon batter, adjusts his swing, loops a single to the outfield. That's a 2-run single for Murphy, and that's going to score 2 more runs. And the Nationals have reclaimed the lead. I'm going to need my D10s out here now, I think, or maybe my D20s to keep score. As 2 runs score, Zimmerman will go to third. So runners are now at the corners. But for the Nationals, it is now 8-6. So let's get the D10s out here to keep score. It is now 8-6 Nationals as Murphy delivers off of Edwards. And all those runs are charged to Hamels. Granted, they're unearned, but still not a good outing there, obviously. Here's Mark Reynolds, 1-4-6. Flash, he's got double flash, so that is a strikeout. And that's going to end the inning. It would be 2 strikeouts, but it's already the 3rd out. But 3 runs, let me see how many score. 1, 2, 3, 5 runs score for the Nationals here in the 3rd. It is now 8-6 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd. And boy, the wind must be blowing out at Wrigley today. Plus, there's a lot of walks. They had a lot of walks in this game. The double control has really come to bite them in the rear end. And we need a new pitcher, obviously, for the Nationals as well, since Scherzer was pinch hit for. So let's see who that's going to be. Got to go to the Nats bullpen. See who they got for a long man out there. Yeah, well, they may just have to piece things together. So it is going to be Wander Suero. So right-hander Wander Suero is coming on. He'll be facing Addison Russell, and then the top of the order, Rizzo and Baez. So Suero is on to face Addison Russell. 2-5-5. Is he a star? Yes, he is. Struck him out. So Suero gets the strikeout of Russell. 1 away. And that will send up Anthony Rizzo, top of the order. 8-6 Nationals, as you can tell by the dice. The 8 in red is the National score. The blue on the right-hand side of the cup score, 8-6. 1-2-6, is he fresh? Yes, the line out to second. Rizzo lines it hard, but right at Daniel Murphy for out number 2. So even the outs are allowed. Here's Javi Baez. Now there are 2 down in the bottom of the 3rd. Javi Baez, 1-5-6. Is he a whiffer? He's a semi-whiffer. Decider die says no, so we got outfield drama for the Nats. And that could be problematic because they have a couple of iron outfielders out there. They do have semi-gold Taylor, but Harper and Soto are both listed as iron. 2-5, 2-5. Center fielder iron? No, that's Michael Taylor. He will make the play on a looping liner. And the inning is over. So Suero goes 1-2-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. Puts some stability out there for this game. Go to the top of the 4th. It's 8-6 Nationals. And Carl Edwards coming back out for his 2nd inning of work. He's now semi-fresh, is Edwards. And he'll be facing Michael Taylor to lead off the top of the 4th. Long game. Already played 30 minutes, and we're just in the 4th inning because of all these runs. 1-2-5. Struggler, no. Patient, no. So he's going to ground to 3rd, but he's a whiffer, so he will strike out. So Taylor is out, 1 away. And that brings up Matt Wieters. Wieters, 2-3-3. Ace or star, he is a semi-ace, so that means he qualifies because he's in the middle of ace and star, so it's ground out to short. Don't need the sire die because it's really calling you like a star and a half or ace. In between an ace and star, you get semi-ace gets that. So Wieters is gone. 2 down, and that brings up the pitching spot, Suero. And they're going to let Suero hit because they need some innings. Plus there's 2 outs and the base is empty, so there's no point in burning a pinch hitter who's probably not going to do anything anyway. So Edwards facing Suero. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? Yes, he's semi-fresh. The side right says he is, so it's a strikeout of Suero. So no matter who you had hitting there, he would have been a strikeout victim. So that's going to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down as the bullpens are finally getting something together here for each of the clubs. Now Suero will be semi-fresh when he comes out now for the bottom half of the 4th. And he'll be facing, that's going to be all for Edwards. He's gone an inning in the 3rd, so I think he's pretty much toast at this point. So Zobrist will be leading things off. 2-2-4, pitching at home. No, they're on the road again, so that's caught them twice that they've been on the road, like Willie Nelson. 2-2-4, slugger. He is a semi-slugger, but the desired eye is a blank. But he's still going to single to right field. So, and that's in blue, so we're going to the right now chart for the Jason Hayward at bat. Hayward walked last time, so he's neutral. Suero is semi-cold because of that base hit. So they're both neutral. 1-2, hot batter, no. So he's going to ground to short and lead I1. That's a double play, 6-4-3. So Suero gets the job done there with that double play. Eliminates everybody from the bases. Now there's 2 down for Alberto Almora, center fielder. And Almora, single and a double, 2 for 2. But that was off of Scherzer. 2-5-5, is he a star? Yes, strike him out. So Suero, 2 solid innings, and talk about stability. He just brought it to the Nationals. And now we go to the 5th. And we'll get a new pitcher for the Cubs because Edwards has already gone an inning in the 3rd. So I don't think he can go much more than that without getting into serious trouble. So, and I think Suero has done as well, 2 innings of solid relief. And let's see here, Turner's going to lead it off top of the order, but we need a new pitcher for the Cubs. And that new pitcher is going to be Pedro Strop. So Pedro Strop will be coming on for the Cubs. Strop, star, flash, and semi-control facing Trey Turner. 5-5-6, is he an ace? No. Sad sack, no. It's a double. A double to right, and he's active steal, so he's going to steal 3rd. How about that? So it's a double for Turner, and then they caught him napping, and he steals 3rd base. So double and then a steal of 3rd base for Turner. He's on 3rd with nobody out for Juan Soto. 4-6-6, control. He's got semi-control. Desired eye says he has control, so therefore it is a base hit. That's an RBI single for Soto, and Strop is not proving to be any relief at all. It is now 9-6 Nationals over the Cubbies. And Soto on first base with still nobody out. Here is Harper. 1-1-2, flash. Yes, he does have flash, so it will be a strikeout. So 1 away. Harper is retired. Here's Zimmerman. 1-1-6. Is he fresh? Yes, it's a strikeout. So Strop gets the strikeout of Zimmerman for out number 2. Out number 2, and that brings up Murphy. Strop trying to get out of this. 1-1-5. Is he fresh? Yes, it's a pop out to second base. Infield of our choice. I'll just call it second. But the Nats pick up a run, and after 4.5, it is 9-6 in favor of the Nationals. And we need a new pitcher for the Nationals as well, as Suero went to 2 innings, and that's all he could do. So he will be coming out, and they'll turn to Justin Miller. Check that, Matt Grace with the lefty coming up. They're going to go to a lefty of their own, Matt Grace. So Matt Grace is going to come on for the Nats here in the bottom of the 5th. Matt Grace will be facing Schwarber. It'll be Schwarber, Contreras, and then a pinch hitter for Edwards. I'm sorry, for Strop. Pinch hitter for Strop. So right now, Grace facing Schwarber. 3-6-6. He's not a pinch hitter, so he will fly to center. 1 away for Schwarber. So Schwarber is out of there. Here's Contreras. 1 away for Contreras. 4-5-5. Flash. Grace has flash, so it's a strikeout. Contreras is out on strikes, 2 down. And now the pitcher spot is up. So let's see who they're going to go to out of their pinch hitters. They don't want to use Bodie just yet, so they're going to use Victor Caratini, their backup catcher. Don't really like to use him, a backup catcher, this early, with still innings to go, but they're going to go ahead and take the chance that there's no injuries involved. So 2 down, bases clear for Victor Caratini. He's a switch hitter batting right-handed. 1-4-5. Strugler, no. It's ground ball to third, and that's going to end the inning. So Matt Grace, scoreless 5th, and the Nats bullpen, how do you like that? Have really stepped up to the plate here and done the job. We go to the 6th. Top of the 6th is still 9-6 Nationals. And Mark Reynolds will lead it off, but then he's got to figure out who the Cubs are going to bring in to pitch. They are going to bring in Steve Cishek. Cishek is on. And Cishek will be facing Reynolds, Taylor, and Wieters. Start the 6th. 1-2-5. Strugler, no. Patient, no. And again, Michael Taylor has found this role. Mark Reynolds has found it this time. Michael Taylor found it a few times. He's a whiffer, so he's going to strike out, not ground to third. So strikeout for Reynolds. And there's one away, and here is Michael Taylor. He's already struck out twice himself. And that's going to mean we have 1-4-6. So that is a flash check. He does have flash. It will be a strikeout. So Michael Taylor gets the hat trick, strikes out 3 times. And it brings up catcher Matt Wieters. So Matt Wieters is stepping to the plate. 2 outs, base is empty. Let's get this runner off of there. 2 outs, base is empty. 1-1-5. That's a freshness check. He is fresh. It is a pop out to the infielder by choice. We'll say he pops out to third base to end the inning. So 1-2-3-6 turned in by Cishek. He may be able to go a second inning as well because he only faced 3 batters. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's 9-6 favor of the Nats, and Matt Grace coming back out for a second inning of work. Why not? He was 1-2-3 in the bottom half of the 5th. So here's Russell to lead it off, followed by Rizzo and Baez. 2-2-3 now. He is semi-fresh. 2-2-3. Wild, no. Slugger or utility, neither one. It's a single to left by Russell. So Addison Russell gets the base hit. So he gets a base hit to lead things off. And that brings up Anthony Rizzo. 1-2-4, control. Yes, he does have it. It's a ground ball to short. Lead die 1. That's a 6-4-3 double play. And quickly, the bases are clear with 2 outs. That brings up Javi Baez. So Grace looking for 2 scoreless frames. 1-4-6. Flash, yes, he's got it. It's a strikeout. So Matt Grace turning in stellar performance. 2 innings of solid relief. Really helps out Martinez in his bullpen. We go to the 7th. Still 9-6. Favor of the Nats. We start at the top of the 7th, and for the Nationals, the pitcher spot is due up, so we will get a pinch hitter for Matt Grace, and Cishek will be in for a second inning to work. He's now semi-fresh. And we're going to get Matt Adams to pinch hit. So Matt Adams will be your pinch hitter for Matt Grace. So one Matt pitch hits for another against Cishek, who's semi-fresh. 1-3-5, first time of the unusual play, and it's the ballpark. Going to Wrigley Field, semi-small to both righties and lefties. So we go to our ballpark check. It is semi-small. It is now small, 6-6. Small ballpark, well hit ball, home run king hits home run. Well, Matt Adams is a home run king, so that's gone. Pinch hit home run for Matt Adams. And I will need a D20 to keep score because look at that. They're now at a 10. So unless I want to do something really fancy like this, maybe, it's 10. It is now 10-6 in favor of the Nats, as Adams pinch hit home run, took advantage of the friendly confines of Wrigley And we go to Trey Turner to lead it off, to come up again. It's another 1-3-5, second in a row, but it's blue, so we're going to the umpires for the first time and see what the umpires have to say. Bases are empty. 4-5. 4-5 says strict umpire at first. Nope. Titchener is semi-lenient, so he's not strict. If he was strict, batter be out on close play. Other umpires rule it safe, so Trey Turner is going to beat it out for a base hit. Thanks to Todd Titchener. Not being strict, he called him safe, so there you go. And now that brings up Soto. 3-4-5. Iron catcher, no. Has he got a good eye? No. He's going to strike out. And that's one away. One down. And it's also in blue, so we're going to the right now chart for Cishek, who is actually now fully hot for that strikeout. Harper struck out his last time. He's cold, so it's a hot pitcher against a cold batter. 2-6. Hot pitcher, yes. Overpowers batter with best pitch for a strikeout. So Harper, again, gets the whiff. So, 2 down. And that's going to bring up Ryan Zimmerman. 2 outs in. Turner still at first. 5-5-6. Is he an ace? No, yes, he is. Cishek is an ace. So it's a line out to third, and that's going to end the inning. That saved a double. But the Adams home run, and Nationals now lead at 10-6. Who would have thought that when this game first started? Cishek is, of course, done now. He's had 2 innings, and he's gone. So let's see here. We're going to have Zobrist leading off, and we need a new pitcher for the Nationals as well, as Matt Grace pitched so well. So we're going to have Justin Miller coming on. Justin Miller, right-hander, will be coming on to pitch in the bottom of the 7th. He's going to be facing Ben Zobrist, Jason Hayward, and Almora. Numbers 3, 4, and 5 in the lineup. 2-5-6, is he a struggler? No. Champion or patient? No. Infield drama for the Nats. So we got infield drama for the Nationals. Let's see what they can do with the infield drama. 4-5. Shortstop iron. No, Trey Turner's not iron, so he will make the play. That's a good one. 6-3. 1 away. So Trey Turner up to the task. 1 down for Jason Hayward. 1-6-6. That asks, is the pitcher a workman or gilded? He is not. Is the batter a whiffer? No. It's a ground out to third. Out number 2. And it's in red, so we're going to the experience chart. Miller is neutral. Almora is a semi-prospect. Now they're both neutral. 3-5. Icon batter? No, he's a neutral, so it's outfield drama. It would have been a single, but instead it's an outfield drama because of the neutral batter. So outfield drama could be the venture for the Nats. 1-5. Left fielder gold? No, definitely not gold. Mr. Soto is actually iron, the way he's rated. So it's a single to left field. It's going to drop in for a single, a 2-out single. And it's in purple, so we're going to the chemistry chart for the at-bat of Kyle Schwarber. And Kyle Schwarber homered, had a big homer in the first inning. See if he can repeat his magic on the chemistry chart. All right, 2-6. Batting team harmony, yes, because the side drive gave it to him. Fired up batter chops a single. There is a delta rating, but he has no delta rating on his card. So it's going to stay a single, and that puts runners at first and second. 1 base advancement on the lead die of 2. So runners are at first and second with 2 outs. And nail-biting time here for Martinez as Contreras comes up and represents almost the tying run. 1-4-6. Flash. No. Yes, he's got double flash. So that's a strikeout. Would have struck out another one, but there were already 2 outs. So the inning's over, and Miller, a shaky inning, but gets through it unscathed. And we go to the 8th. It is still 10-6 Nats. And we need a new pitcher for the Cubs, as Cishek is done. So let's go to Justin Wilson, a lefty. They will turn to Justin Wilson, a lefty. 5th pitcher used by the genius Joe Madden. And he's going to be facing another lefty in Daniel Murphy. So we start at the top of the 8th. 10-6, favor the Nats. And Wilson is a semi-star with double flash. See what we can do here against Murphy. 1-2-6, he's definitely fresh. It's a line out to second. One away. Brings up Mark Reynolds. So Reynolds is up. 4-4-6. Is he a star? Semi-star. Decider die says no. Sad sack, utility, or patient, neither one. So Reynolds will single. And that's in red, so we're going to the experience chart for Michael Taylor's at bat. He is neutral. And Wilson is neutral. I'm sorry, Wilson is a semi-icon. So semi-icon against neutral. Now Wilson is an icon, 2-4. Icon batter, nope. It's ground out to short. That's a fielder's choice with the lead die of 2. So Taylor beat the return throw and will be at second base. I'm sorry, at first base with 2 outs. For Matt Wieters, the pitcher, is up next. So pinch hitter has grabbed a bat. Here's Wieters. 4-5-5, flash. Yes, he's got double flash, so that's the third out of the inning. Would have been a double strikeout, but there were already 3 outs. So that's going to end the inning as Wilson gets through it, no problems. We go to bottom of the 8th, and Justin Miller is going to stay in there. See what he can do. Justin Wilson will have to come out because he is scheduled to lead off the inning. So we get a pinch hitter, and the pinch hitter is going to be Ian Happ. Check that, Tommy LaStella. Tommy LaStella will pinch hit. They still have Bodie on the bench, but they want to use him with people on base. So LaStella will pinch hit here to lead off the bottom of the 8th. And semi-fresh for Justin Miller. Bottom of the 8th. 4-5-6. Blank for the pitcher. Is he patient? He is not, so he will fly to center. And there's one away, and we're going right back to the chemistry chart for the at-bat of Addison Russell. 1-4, batting team dissonance. No, they are harmonious. If they were dissonant, he would hit a dribble to the pitcher. Otherwise, it's a single. So it's a base hit for Addison Russell. 1-out single. And that's going to take us to top of the order and Anthony Rizzo. 2-5-6, is he a struggler? No. Champion or patient? No. Infield drama. So another chance for the Nats to make a defensive play here. 1-5, shortstop iron? No, he's not. It's a routine grounder. Lead die of 1, it's a double play. So how about that? Trey Turner, along with Murphy, turned the double play. 2 quick outs. That's actually out number 3 because LaStella flew out to center his first trip as a pinch hitter. So that's going to do it for the Cubs. They are done. And we go to the 9th. New pitcher for the Cubs. And also we're going to have the infamous Ryan Madson coming in to pitch for the Nationals as Doolittle is injured. So Madson's going to play the role of closer. Right now it is a pinch hitter for the Nationals because the pitcher spot is up. But we got to have a pitcher for the Cubs as well, as Wilson, I think, yeah, he was pinch hit for, so he's got to come out. So let's see who the new pitcher is going to be. It is going to be former National Brandon Kinsler. So he just got acquired not that long ago from the Nats. So he's going to get to pitch against his former team. Still 10-6. And Kinsler, the number 6 pitcher used in the game by the Cubs. And the pinch hitter for the Nationals will be Adam Eaton. So Adam Eaton will pinch hit for the Nationals. Adam Eaton will do the pinch hitting against Kinsler. 1-2-6, is he fresh? Yes, it's a line out to second base for 1 away. So 1 down. And actually the bullpens have stabilized things. It was getting out of hand there early. Now it's kind of settled in a little bit, but it's still 10-6, so it's still obviously a Much larger score than anticipated. And actually, we're in the top of the ninth here. Let's fix that. All right, 1-2-2. Workman, no, he's not. Champion or whiffer. He's a semi-whiffer. The side eye says he's a whiffer, so that means he's going to nub a single. So Trey Turner nubs one down the line that third baseman Baez unable to get to. And he's aboard for Juan Soto. 2-2-5. 2-2-5. Star. He's a semi-star. The side die says no. Slugger or sad sack. He is a semi-slugger, so we need to roll for that to see if he is. And he is a slugger. So since he's a slugger, he will pop out to right, but he's also a whiffer with the desired eye, so he's going to strike out. So Soto gets the strikeout for 2 down. And that brings up Bryce Harper. Former teammates Kinsler and Harper facing off with 2 outs and a runner at first. 3-6-6. He's not a pinch hitter, so he will fly to center. And we go to the ninth. Still 10-6. Favor of the Nats. And new pitcher coming into the game is going to be none other than the aforementioned Ryan Madson. We'll be looking to close this out. And Bodie is available to pinch hit, obviously. But they've got a good portion of their order coming up right now. So if people get on base, Bodie is certainly a candidate to pinch hit. No question about it. Right now, though, we're kind of at the top of the order for Baez. 2-3-4. Nobody's on base. So there's no plate drama. Is he a hot batter? Baez struck out last time, so he's not a hot batter. He's going to pop to third. So there's one away as Madson is on. So Baez pops to third, 1 out. Here's Zobrist. 1-2-5. Is he a struggler? No. Patient? No. Ground out to third. So there's 2 down. Brings up Jason Hayward. Now Hayward singled walk, ground to a double play, and grounded to third. But you know what? They're going to go ahead and use Bodie, because if you don't use him now, you never will. So they're going to go ahead and bring in Bodie, see if he can do some magic here against Madson, although the bases are cleared with 2 outs. So last chance, maybe some revenge here from Madson to rewrite history and change his luck. 1-4-6. Does he have flash? Yes, it's a strikeout. So he strikes out Bodie to end the game, and Madson gets a little bit of revenge, and the Nationals win it 10-6 after being down 6-3 after 2 innings. The bullpen pitches 7 shutout frames. Go figure that. They did it. Totals are going to be kind of messy, so I'm going to leave it at this. I'll show you the score sheet. I guess we'll do the hits real quick. Let's see for the Nationals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got them for unofficially for 11. So unofficially, I've got the Nationals 10 runs, 11 hits, and no errors. For the Cubs, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got them for 11. So I got them 6, 11, and 2. They had 2 errors by the shortstop, Russell. Now, figuring out the winning pitcher, well, the Nationals took the lead in the third with those 5 runs. So believe it or not, Max Scherzer is actually going to be the winner in this game. Unbelievable. Actually, he can't be because he only pitched 3 innings, so he can't get the win. So it's up to the official score. And it's a tough choice between Suero and Grace. They both pitched well, but I'm going to give it to Suero because he stabilized things early on. And the losing pitcher is going to be Cole Hamels because all those runs were charged to him, even though that big error allowed some of that. But that was after a couple runs had already scored, but the last 2 scored because of that error. So definitely made the difference there, the shoddy fielding. So it's a messy score sheet. Apologize for that. But that's Manic Monday for you. It was a Manic game on Manic Monday. Final score again, the Nationals 10, the Cubs 6, as they get revenge from that August 12th game where Bodie walked off with a grand slam off Madson. Madson got him back with a strikeout. And that's going to do it for Manic Monday. Hope you enjoyed that. And as usual, enjoy playing whatever game you choose to play, however you choose to play it. And I will see you all down the road.